What's going on, everybody? Welcome to another North Shore 9 postgame show powered by Primanti's. I'm Jim. With me is Doug. We are celebrating a 7-4 Pirates victory today. Pirates take the first game of a 2-game series against the Tigers. You know what that means, Doug?
I do indeed. It means raise it, boys and girls. You have a chance to win some Primanti sandwiches.
Exactly. So
you know what to do.
Hashtag raise it in the comments. When the Pirates win, you win. So make sure you get those comments in. Hashtag raise it to be in a contest for 2 free Primanti Brothers sandwiches. But let's get right to this game. 7-4 Pirates victory. The Pirates were on a roll, Doug. They had 4 straight starts where their starting pitcher went out there and picked up a quality start. Mitch Keller was the only starting pitcher who hadn't done it yet. He goes out today, starts off a little shaky, command a little off, kind of throwing the ball all over the place. But then at the end of the day, you look at the line, 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 3 walks, 9 strikeouts by Mitch Keller. He picks up the quality start. That's 5 quality starts in a row by Pirates pitchers. Really, really nice to see him bounce back. The velocity was back today. The sharpness in the sweeper was back today. He ditched the cutter. We basically didn't see it at all. Nice start to see from Mitch Keller.
Yeah, I guess. I still saw a lot of the same stuff, right? I mean, he got better results today. That's good, but I won't be surprised.
The velocity, I thought he pitched well. Like, you could tell that he was clearly missing some spots, but like the velocity was back. The sweeper looked good. He was getting swings and misses.
He's just on my nerves, right? You can tell his last start. Tyler and I did the podcast after his most recent start, and you could tell he was upset with Henry Davis. And I'm to the point now. It's like, Mitch Keller, you're a veteran, and Henry Davis is making his 6th or 7th start behind the plate in the major leagues. And so maybe you're not happy. Then do what you want to do. Take charge. Because it seems like Henry Davis is catching fine for Jared Jones and Marco Gonzalez and Martin Perez. And, it's just you that seems to have the problem. Last year it was Endy, he still threw way too many pitches. He still goes 3-2 on way too many people. For a guy who's fallen in love with getting strikeouts, and he got 9 of them tonight, he still doesn't seem to trust his stuff. We'll see, right? We'll see. He's this year's version or last year's version of Brian Hayes for me. You can keep telling me about
tough crowd for Doug here.
I know it's a win. He should be pitching better than he is. I'm happy with his contract. He will live up to that. That's fine. He is a career 4.75 ERA guy, and he should be better than that, and hopefully he'll be better than that. I still don't have. I need to see more. I just need to see more, and I need it's a consistency. Like I said, I don't know. He's kind of weak mind. He's in his head. A bit of a diva for a guy.
Like I'm with Denardo here. Doug E. spoiled. My gosh, it's a 7-4 win, Doug. We're 9-2.
6 years and two good months of starting pitching. I mean, from him, he's had 2 good months of starting pitching.
So, man, you're rough on him, Doug.
We'll see his next start.
Hey, that was your assessment. My assessment of it today was you always want to see your pitchers kind of come through when they clearly are they're battling, right? Mitch Keller battled tonight. He threw the most pitches we've seen him throw all season, 98 pitches, 60 strikes. Like I said, the 3 walks. He was a little out of control early on. Command was a little shaky, but I thought he settled in really nicely, especially kind of in like those middle innings and towards the end of towards the end of the outing. Yeah, I all in all, like 6 innings, 2 runs, 9 strikeouts. Like
He struck out
thought
the
he looked pretty
side in the
good.
second inning. Yeah, he
Yeah.
looked better results. I'm not sure that he looked good. He got better results, and in the end, that's what matters, right? We got the win. He did. I mean, you look at some of those numbers; it's nice. And right, I hope this is sort of a launching point. But again, and it's that time of the year. You can't make any. Shut up. It's all small sample sizes. So, so I can't get down on him for the bad starts. I can't get too high about this one.
Matt here. The role of Tyler will be played by Doug today. Nah, that's
reference for my guy Ty. Right?
No, but to kind of just expand upon Keller's start
right?
here, to expand upon it, the velocity was up today. Like you saw, he was averaging 95 with the fastball. He hit 97 with that fastball a couple of times. Yeah, like I said, the thing that was encouraging to me is we clearly all saw it the first 2 starts where the cutter, right, was a problem for him. That was his most used pitch through his first 2 starts. Today he throws only 12 cutters. So it was clearly like, hey, you know what? This pitch hasn't been working for me. Let me rely on my other stuff. He was heavy sinker today, 39 sinkers, 19 four-seam fastballs. So really sticking with that hard stuff. And he was generating pretty weak contact overall. And getting swings and misses, 6 swings and misses on the sinker alone, 43% whiff rate on that particular pitch. So I agree with you. Like, I think Keller could have looked better. It wasn't like peak Keller that we saw at the beginning of last year, but hey, I'll take this start after what we saw the first 2 outings from him. And hopefully, someone in this chat here mentioned, like, hopefully this is something he can build upon and continue to take steps forward.
I did love the fact that he abandoned the cutter. It kills me why it takes him so long to realize, he'll have 4 bad starts and then say, yeah, I decided to use my fastball today. Why did I mean, I don't understand, but it's that, and that's not just on him. That's we've got 11 pitching coordinators and no one can say, hey, Mitch, you got a good fastball. Why don't you throw it once in a while?
Yeah. So
it's a win.
To kind of,
it's a win.
Yeah,
Hashtag
it's a win.
Right?
It's a win. As I said, Pirates are now 9-2, but let's kind of dive into the game here. The Tigers draw first blood in that first inning. Like I said, Keller was a little shaky there. Started off the game with a walk Torkelson, and then gives up a single to the rookie Colt Keith. So the Pirates get down 1-0. But then the Pirates just come storming back. Like I said, the battling buckos here. In the second inning, Jack Sawinski leads off with a walk, which I don't know if you saw the pictures today. Jack Sawinski seemed to be staring directly at the eclipse, right? So everybody was like, there was all over Twitter, people gambling, betting that Jack Sawinski's going to strike out in his first at bat. Be like, oh no, here comes an 0-for-4 night. Nope. Jack Sawinski draws the walk to lead off the second. Andrew McCutchen singles. And then Connor Joe. I swear this team has more like RBI infield hits than any team in the majors. They go Connor Joe infield hit, Jared Triolo infield hit, to tie the game up. And
Tellez got hit by a pitch, right? Yeah, I mean,
yeah, and load the bases here in the second for the newcomer Joey Bart again, and Joey Bart just laces one into center field for a 2-run single to put the Pirates up 3-1 in the second. We talked about Bart a little bit behind the plate there for Keller, but so far Joey Bart at the plate has been very, very impressive. It's only 2 starts, but my word, like
but 2 very impressive. It's you cannot complain about this acquisition anymore. For those of you who are complaining about picking up a backup catcher, right? He looks terrific. I mean, he's hitting the ball hard. He is not getting soft infield, singles, right? He is lacing the ball. It would be great if he keeps on doing that. Yeah, he looks good. I can't now. One of the things I sort of enjoyed about this game is that all of our production, save Bryan Reynolds' home run, was from the fifth, sixth, maybe I guess from the fourth spot on in the lineup.
Very
Early
good
on,
point. Yep.
early on, the 1, 2, and 3 hitters were 0 for 6 and a walk, and it's all Suwinski, Tellez, Triolo, Connor Joe, and Joey Bart. So, in the past 4 years, we have not seen that. Right? That has been a void, a black hole. So,
excellent point. Because we kind of talk about this lineup and just the length that it possesses now, as opposed to previous seasons. You nail on the head there. If we're looking at the lineup here, Jack Sawinski in the 4 hole, all the way down to the 9 hole, right? Sawinski 2 hits, Kutch 2 hits, Tellez with a hit, Connor Joe 2 hits, Triolo 2 hits, Joey Bart with a hit, 6 runs batted in just by 7, 8, 9. Connor Joe 2 RBIs, Triolo 2 RBIs, Joey Bart 2 RBIs. So, that bottom of the order really, really coming through. Whereas the top, when runners were in scoring position, Cruz, Reynolds, Sawinski combined, Cruz, Reynolds, Hayes, Sawinski combined for 0 for 7 with runners in scoring position. The rest of the guys 6 for 9.
Yeah. Listen, Connor Joe, I mean, really, he's been our most impactful hitter, in the short season here. He has been, again, doubles, just lacing doubles. He's not getting weak contact. It's been really fun to watch him. I don't necessarily think that it's sustainable, but man, I have no problem. When I see him in the 6, 7, 8, where he's playing, lead off against lefties, he just looks like he's locked in, and hopefully it'll continue on. He looks terrific.
Yeah, I want to say the Pirates are 9-0 with Connor Joe in the lineup. I think I'm pretty sure they're 0-2 without him and 9-0 with him. So, yeah, Connor Joe just on an absolute tear to start the season. He's hitting 324, 444 on base percentage, 541 slugging percentage. So, yeah, Connor Joe, March, April, whatever it is, just tearing it up. He had that RBI infield hit in the second to put the Pirates on the board, but he also delivered kind of a big blow in the 5th inning with an RBI double that put the game pretty close to completely out of reach, with it being 6-2. But yeah, Connor Joe, just I can't say enough good things about the guy right now.
Yeah, I mean, we talked about it in the offseason, and we talked about it here in the early season. This lineup's got some depth now. It's something we have not seen, and it shows you the difference. It makes you feel like this is sustainable because, right? I mean, Triolo hasn't been great. Sawinski, Kutch, they haven't been great, but you feel confident that they at least can get a hit when they come up. And for 4 years now, it's been like, oh, okay, let's wake me up when Reynolds is up again, because nothing else was going to happen. He made it so we didn't put pressure on starting pitchers. We didn't put pressure on bullpen. And now suddenly it's like there's no real easy out in the lineup at this point.
Yeah. Bryan Reynolds adds on in the bottom half of the 6th inning to give the Pirates a 7-2 lead. His 100th career home run. He was a 25th
feet.
412. Yeah, the 100th home run in his career. He's the 25th Pittsburgh Pirate in history to hit 100 home runs.
Yeah, that's a nice list. That's a nice list to be on. There's a lot of names we could rattle off. That
it was good to see him kind of. It was good to see him kind of get off the schneid too. He was over that Baltimore series. He was over 12. So coming into this on a little bit of a slide.
Oh, right. And it was very reminiscent of last year, a blazing hot first couple games. And then you're like, oh no, not again. So he got out of this much quicker than he did last year. And yeah, I mean, come on, 100 home runs. It's nice. That's impressive. I thought we were going to see 300 there for a minute from one Mr. McCutchen. Man, we were so close.
We got close. But let's talk about that too, because it was nice to see Andrew McCutchen kind of really contribute today. Again, someone who's just had a really slow start to this season. He went 0 for 4 in that game on Friday against Baltimore and didn't make the lineup Saturday or Sunday. He gets to start today. And yeah, I thought he had number 300. If Roberto Clemente was like number 19, he probably has it.
Exactly. Yeah. I bet another double. Where he stands on all-time doubles in Pirates. I mean, the guys that are in front of him are Clemente, Stargell. I think it was Pie Trainer, Max Carey, Paul Wainer. I mean, Hall of Famers. I think it was all Hall of Famers that So he is really putting himself in some impressive company. And it's I mean, he's been so fun to watch over the years. So it's great. Yeah, right. We were a little concerned. Hey, he started off slow and then he doesn't play for 2 games. But yeah, now you're like, all right, he's just going to go out and just start doing his thing again, getting on base, having good at bats. Hopefully we get 300 tomorrow. I can wait till tomorrow.
Yeah. Let's get 300 tomorrow. And also, while we're on the subject of 412, Reynolds home run, 412 feet. Andrew McCutchen, his 412th career double.
Wow. You gotta love a little symmetry.
I know. Yeah. No, but so the double happens today. He also picks up another hit, so he goes 2 for 4. So again, good to see him get going there. Talk about Rowdy Tellez too. Rowdy Tellez on base twice, a single and a hit by pitch, 2 runs scored by Tellez. I also kind of just want to talk about just like his vibes overall. He seems like he's having a really good time out there. The team likes him. He saved an O'Neal Cruz error earlier in the game and kind of like stared down at Cruz and was like, "No, throw it here, throw it at my chest, stop throwing it in the ground."
It was
right?
good. Then he threw it back threw another one back at him. He's fun. This team's got some personality. He looks like he's going to be one of the leaders in that sort of thing. I mean, I remember you saying in the offseason when people were complaining about this, saying, look, he was good in 2022. He was good in 23 until he got hurt. So, there's no real reason to think that he might 413 doubles.
I was off apparently. My bad.
That's
what
you get taking his side over mine.
Yeah, we don't need stat corrections on here, right? Just let
me, especially on the good vibe stuff,
yeah,
right?
Let me just say what I want to say.
I mean, you want to nitpick that? Come on, DiNardo.
Right. No, I think Rowdy Tellez, he strikes me as one of those guys where, as long as things are going well and he's playing well, like he's just going to be a super enjoyable guy to watch. We've already kind of discussed like Tellez was kind of my pick to be like, I'm not going to stand this. Like come May or June, I'm not going to be able to stand him anymore. But right now, Rowdy Tellez, love the guy, love his vibes, love his energy, and he's playing really, really well. He's hitting right-handed pitchers really well. Defensively, he's making a few plays. He looks fine over there. There's probably a few things he could do a little bit better, but he's doing all right.
Yeah. I mean, he's not hurting us necessarily, on the, playing first base. And if he can hit, right? I mean, it's always that, if he can hit well enough, then what he does or doesn't do will be overshadowed by that. So yeah, he's fine. He seems, they were talking about it on the broadcast. He's got the soft hands. He's I've got no complaints with him now. I'll turn on him. I'll turn on him quick. But right now, I'm pretty happy.
He's got a little bit of a leash right now. OBP at 400. Like, yeah, he's doing all right. Make sure if you're just hopping in here, guys, hashtag raise it in the comments. Doesn't matter if it's all lowercase, capital, whatever. You can leave it in a comment, but hashtag raise it gets you into the drawing to win 2 free Primanti Brothers sandwiches. So if you haven't put that in the comments yet, do so now. We're up to 69 entries. That's pretty nice there, Doug. 69 entries. So keep
not
them
too shabby for a Monday night game against Detroit, right?
Yeah, keep them coming. So
our geographic rival, right? I think
Yes,
Detroit
they
is
are.
our
They
geographic, because
are.
we have that long-standing rivalry with all of Michigan, for crying out. So
Yeah,
why couldn't we
yeah.
just get Cleveland?
Detroit is our interleague rival. Yes, so that is true. Let's talk about the bullpen a little bit. So Keller goes 6, gets the quality start, hands it over to Josh Fleming. Fleming pitches a really solid 7th inning. I want to say it was a 1-2-3 inning. Let me just pull that up, but not a 1-2-3 inning. Oh yeah, 1-2-3 inning. Sorry.
1, 2, 3,
Goes back
right?
out there. Goes back out there for the 8th. Riley Green reaches with the error by O'Neal Cruz. He gets Torkelson. So an inning and a third for Fleming. Then he kind of gets into some trouble. Walk, infield hit. So he gives up a run. And in comes Aroldis Chapman with the bases loaded and 1 out in a 4-run game. I haven't seen a pitcher as locked in as Aroldis Chapman in quite some time. He comes in here, bases loaded, 1 out, faces Javi Baez, and Javi Baez has just no chance. No chance. He's just wailing at these sliders in the dirt by Chapman.
Right, he gets the first 2 strikes with 85 mile an hour,
Yeah,
off-speed
he goes
pitches.
slider,
Yeah.
dots a 101 mile an hour fastball in the outside corner. Baez fights it off, and then finishes him off with another fastball. And then some dude who I've never heard of this dude in my life, but let's pull this up because I feel so bad for this guy. This second batter he had to face today. Wensiel Perez. This dude has never. I don't think this dude's played a major league game. No, he hasn't. He makes his major league debut today, and he's got to face Aroldis Chapman in the
It's
zone.
not fair. Right.
And this dude had no shot whatsoever. He goes down. Aroldis Chapman now on the year. Let me pull this up real quick. He is not allowed a hit. 4 1/3 scoreless innings. He's faced 14 batters on the year. He's struck out 8 of them. He's got a strikeouts per 9 of 16.62 currently.
And how many
Gives him the
stare
stare
downs?
down. Gives him the
Right.
stare down too, and it's like, oh my god, this poor Wensiel Perez, dude's making his major league debut, and he's just.
It reminds me why I hated him so much when he played for the Reds and the Cubs. And it's like, man, it just most of your hitters look helpless against him, and then he just God just stares you down, just adds insult to injury. And yeah, he is. I mean, what a weapon! He is our 8th inning guy, right? I mean, it's come in with a clean 3 outs and ready to go, bases loaded. Oh, that's fine. I'll just I mean, no worry. You knew what was going to happen, right? I mean, there was no way. His old teammate there, Javi Baez, didn't stand a chance. And some guy named Wensiel Perez. I mean, please, unfair to put him in that situation.
Yeah, poor Wensiel Perez. That's all I can say. So Chapman cleans things up in the 8th inning. And then Ryder Ryan comes on in the 9th and gives up a run on a ball that I thought almost killed Jack Sawinski. Jack Sawinski, it's a 7-3
Jack Sawinski's
game.
off tomorrow, right? Jack Sawinski's he's not playing tomorrow at 12:30.
Not only does he have burnt retinas for staring at the eclipse, he runs full speed into the left field wall. And I mean, somehow he stayed in the game. Didn't get pulled from the game.
Waved him right off, and
oh man,
I wouldn't say that Brian Giles would have caught that, but
he's no Brian Giles, but that was one of the hardest. That was one of the hardest collisions into the PNC Park wall I've seen. Like he went full speed into that thing.
Yeah, he was full speed. I mean, he God bless him. Like it's reckless abandon. A lot of guys would have pulled up before at that speed. I mean, and almost had it, almost made. I mean, man, if he would have held on to that, that would have been something. But
yeah. So Ryder Ryan gives up the run, but Pirates still hold on 7-4, 9-2 on the season. They go for the the 2-game series sweep tomorrow. It's a 12:35 afternoon game. Casey Mize against Martin Perez. So you feel pretty good. Mize kind of got roughed up a little bit. Perez is pitching really, really well right now. I mean, if the Pirates can win this tomorrow, sweep this series, go to 10-2, like they're riding high. This is better than last year's start.
Like I said,
at this rate.
It's a better pace than last year.
Mhm.
And last year, sort of everything was going perfectly. This team still, I mean, I talked about this with Ryan yesterday after yesterday's post-game show. We have lots of room for improvement here, right? There's a lot of still sloppy, plays. I mean, man, we seem to bobble so many balls here lately. It's like, and there's still some base running issues, and you're hoping some of this stuff will clean up a little, and a little more focus as they get in the season, a little more just repetition. But it's 9-2. I mean, come on,
9-2.
I mean,
and just to kind of reiterate, like DiNardo and I talked about this morning on Starbucks. If you haven't checked that out, it's up our Monday morning show. But it's the sign of a good team. And I'm not saying the Pirates are a good team, but the Pirates are a better team now than they've been in recent years. I think that's a clear cut thing. This team is better. Like, they've got better players. How good are they? I don't know. But what you see good teams do is they still find ways to win baseball games when they're not playing their best. And you saw that in the Baltimore series in particular. You definitely saw it in the Miami and the Washington series, but they were playing pretty bad teams there. But in that Baltimore series, you saw the Pirates were sloppy. They made fielding errors. They made base running errors. They just not a great series fundamentally. They still take 2 out of 3 from a really, really good Baltimore team.
Really good team. Yeah.
And then today you've got Mitch Keller on the hill, who, again, final stat line, great start, but he battled through it. Like, he didn't have his best stuff today. He didn't have his best command today. He was able to overcome that, put together a quality start. You mentioned, fielding errors. Like, O'Neal Cruz had an error that did lead to an unearned run today, but it wasn't enough for the Tigers to do anything with it. Right. The Pirates were able to get out of that jam and maintain their lead. So it's pretty encouraging to see that this team really isn't firing on all cylinders right now at all. Like, there are clearly things that this team can be doing better, and they're sitting here at 9-2.
Right.
That's encouraging.
It's 9-2. Bednar's blown 2 saves. Keller had 2, bad starts. Right. I mean, and you tell me those two things, those 4 sort of outings, we don't overcome those things in the past. This team, this team has always under Shelty has had, they don't quit. They play all 9 innings or 10 or 11, whatever it is. And you see that this year, they don't give up. They just keep grinding, and they overcome. And as you said, it's like, if they clean some of this stuff up, I mean, I really can't be any better record-wise. You can't expect it, more than an 800 winning percentage. But I mean, it's like, all right, they're gonna start clicking on all cylinders, and it's gonna be something to see.
Yeah, no, absolutely. So I think it's about sandwich time, Doug. Unless you got anything else to add.
No, another good win. Like I said, great vibes, a lot of fun. They're fun to watch, and let's give away some sandwiches.
Yeah, let's do it. So I'll give you all like a 30-second warning here. So hashtag raise it, like Steel City DW here. Hashtag raise it in the comments gets you into the drawing. It's at 82 entries right now. Again, give you about 30 seconds to get your last minute comments in. While you're getting that in, guys, make sure you like the video. Like the video, hit that subscribe button too, so that way whenever we go live, you never get to miss out on a chance for free sandwiches. And never get to miss out on a chance on people like me and Doug talking about a Pirates win. So hit subscribe. And then also you'll see like the join button on there. If you choose you want to support us further than just subscribing and liking the page, there are membership tiers that are available for you with some pretty cool perks. So we appreciate all of you for watching, everybody for
There's
subscribing.
a lot of new names in the chat. It's been fun to see. Thank you guys for joining us.
Yeah,
guys
so
and
really,
gals, right?
really appreciate all of you. All right, so let's get this going here. So we're up to 85 entries. Hashtag raise it.
Good luck.
Let's give away some sandwiches. Good luck, everybody. All right, drum roll here. Congratulations, Brock_01. You're the winner of 2 free sandwiches. Make sure that you either email northshore9@gmail.com or reach out to us through a DM on Twitter, Facebook, Discord, however you want to do it. But congrats, Brock. 2 free sandwiches coming your way. All right. Well, that'll do it. Again, thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Thanks for subscribing. Thanks for liking the video. Pirates win 7-4 over the Detroit Tigers, 9-2 on the season. That's all I got. Doug, you wanna send us off?
Again, it's so much fun seeing all these people in the chat and seeing the comments and you guys joining us and supporting us. I'm just having a blast watching it. We're building a great little community here, and it's going to be a fun season. And before long, we'll be discussing playoff games. So, stick with us all season. Come along, just follow along all year, and we'll have a lot of fun.
Love it. All right, appreciate you guys. Thanks for tuning in. Thanks for listening. We will be back tomorrow with another post-game show. It's going to be Cody on, with it being a day game, and either Ryan or Neil will be joining him for that. So appreciate you all. Have a good one. Let's go Bucks. We'll see you tomorrow.
Hey, you all. Thank you for watching. I know we try to provide the most entertaining content that we can, and we'd love to spread it to as many people as possible. So I know it doesn't seem like a lot, but if you could take the 5 seconds to like this video and subscribe to the page, it helps out so much more than you know. Thank you, and let's go Bucks.